Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. This is updates. I do this almost every weekend. I show you what I've brought into the craft room, tell you what I'm working on, what's going on around here, all kinds of stuff. I'll give you an update on stuff outside the craft room or just general health at the end. For now, let's talk crafts. So first and foremost, I opened the Happy Mail without you. I couldn't wait. Look at this. Is this not the cutest thing? Oh, first, I changed my camera mount. So be sure to let me know if it's terrible or there are shadows. I think it will help with the autofocus and give you a much better picture. I think you'll be able to see more detail. This is a card from Letty. We know her as Party Planner Papery. How adorable is that? And Letty sent me this card and it is just fun. And I feel like for Letty, this is maybe a little bit of a stretch project. So it's fun to see her doing that. Letty makes gorgeous cards with printed paper, really fun, bright collections. This is kind of different. Like had you showed me this, I would have not said off the bat, oh, that's Letty's, but it is cool. So she's got enamel dots. She's got paper here that looks like mixed media or something really fun. And then Smile, I think you're awesome, which is a really good way to use a smile die because I have one too. And I never combine it with something like that. So that's fun. I think you're pretty awesome too, Letty. And then look, on the camera, she used glossy accents or something to get it to look like, an actual lens. So I think that's really cool. And then on the inside, she matted it so she could use any color pen she wanted, but of course make me a navy blue card. Oh yeah. Thank you so much, Letty. And then look at her stamp. That is a real cutie. Definitely. And she's got it all decorated up. This is from Linda, and you may have already seen this stamp set in my video about making 51 cards. Yes, you heard me right. Yesterday, Smash That Small Pad came out, and I had 51 cards in there using a 6x6. It was 48 pieces of paper. And look at the cards she sent me. Oh my gosh. Blue and yellow, and she's matted her sentiment on vellum. Love that. It's really, really cute. And then another blue tone-on-tone floral back there. Just stunning. And again, her handwriting is still spectacular. She knows I'm trying to cut back on how much is coming into my room and Happy Mail, but she mentioned in her card, hey, do you have any stamps for your school cards? And I did not. So I was super excited to get that this weekend, and then I used it. And then look at the envelope. It feels like rice paper or something. It's super cool. I'm definitely going to reuse this in a journal. Listen. It has wonderful texture and it's beautiful. The textures in it almost have like a metallic sheen, but I don't think they are. I think they're natural fibers. They're just iridescent a little bit. As I'm telling you more random things, I'm going to show you what I picked up at Eileen's garage sale. And her name on YouTube is Crafty Eileen. I forget to tell you guys that. I'll try and remember to link to her channel below. To me, she's Eileen. She was Eileen before she had her channel, but I need to remember to tell you she has a channel. I went to her garage sale this weekend, which is super fun because it was in Vancouver, Washington. A bunch of people we used it as like a get to know you, right? So Lori went and met Eileen, and I'm jealous because I haven't met Lori, and Maria went another time. And just fun, super fun. We should have taken a picture, Eileen. I didn't think about it because Noni and I went and we could have had a picture with the three of us. It could have been like the social event of the weekend. So anyway, it was very fun, and I'll show you my treasures. And then Noni, of course, got some too. I saw this thank you stamp set, which I have a lot of thank yous, but I do like to make a lot of thank yous. But look at that. Thank you in a star. Yes, I'll take it. Love it. The thanks a million kind of could be a pencil. You could like draw a little thing, so I could use that for school or something maybe. Thank you. I mean, every which way. Super cute, but I bought it for the star. Let's be honest. Okay, this set was at the garage sale, and Noni and Eileen were both like, why did you pass that up? And I said, I'm sure I have it. So yes, I did have it. I knew it. But look at this. Eileen is kind of stained blue. I'm going to keep that one. I like it. So I'm going to be destashing, happy mailing, or something this. If somebody has a dire need for this, let me know. I also picked up, Noni saw this right away for me, I Love My Cat in blue. This is interesting because very often in the paper pads, the cat papers are more feminine and the dog papers are more masculine. So kind of nice to have masculine cats. Then chipboard. So here's what happened here. I asked Eileen for a few things and then she put things together for me. So these I picked out at the garage sale and there's some more down there. Then she made these and put them in. Eileen, if Noni hasn't asked you already, she would like to know where this die came from because she's not sure we can live without it. It's really cool, you guys. The butterflies are cut but connected. So these, I can fold the wings up. Really, really fun. I'm pretty sure you're going to see this in a butterfly journal. I'm just going to put both of these on the table behind me. Then I messaged Eileen because she, I'm going to say was a close to my heart demonstrator. And they get a ton of these Ziploc 12 by 12 bags and they're great. So if you buy close to my heart and you know a demonstrator or you have a friend that's whatever, ask them because they probably have bags and would like to share them with you. So she gave me a bunch of bags. And then she decided that she should give me her basic gray, which I'm not going to say no to. So this is a chipboard set and it is pets and red and yellow hot colors. There's a blue right there. Very neat. And then she's got a couple different collections in here. So let's take a peek. I haven't looked in these. It's been kind of a busy time, you know. 51 cards is a lot. So we've got some butterfly stuff in here. Got birds. I don't remember this. Oh my gosh. Look at this. It has a pattern with bees in it. Okay, I had this. I used it recently and loved it. You know, when I say recently, it means sometime this year. Ooh, look at these. Maybe I'll just set this right on the butterfly table behind me too. Good stuff in here. Basic Gray, in case you're new here, does not make paper anymore. They now make fabric. I don't see a year on this one, but it's probably been 10 years or so since they made paper. I mean, it's been a while. And we go to some events where Basic Gray was one of the favorites of the vendor. And so, you know, over the years, you kind of get a stash and you get hooked on it. So it seems like she has a ton of Urban Prairie. Look at this. 2 sticker sheets, extra pieces of paper. There's more here. So if this package actually has Urban Prairie in it, then I am set. Indeed. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, that one, not so much me, right? Oh, look, there's little ladybugs in the pattern going up the page. That's kind of a cool one with those greens. The Basic Gray patterns are fairly complex. There's a lot going on in them. Sometimes they look a little mixed media. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Eileen. So anyway, she had some stuff set aside for me that she thought I needed. And I don't think she was wrong. And then I picked out more stuff too. I tried to resist. She had a lot of great paper and good stuff. But I just really tried to behave. This one, it just caught my eye, probably because I got butterflies on the brain. It's called Dottie for You B&T Duos Collection. It has a whole bunch of cool patterned papers in like some, I don't know, would these be like hot spring colors maybe? Ooh, look at the blues and greens. And then just a lot of polka dots in there. If I wanted, I could use the other sides and have polka dots. And then she had some loose sheets to go through. This one is Peapod parts, and it was sewing. It's like cut-aparts, punch-outs in sewing theme. And there's also some butterflies. I had just finished the sewing journal, so that was on my mind. And I thought, I still have cute sewing stuff. Maybe I need this. Look at this paper. This is Webster's Pages, and I just couldn't resist it with the clocks and the flowers. I thought it would make great journal pages. I don't know what journal. Maybe it'll be butterfly journals. I don't know. This was just a nice green piece of paper, and I mean, had to buy it. So that is what I picked up at Crafty Eileen's sale. And it was so fun to see her. You know, we don't hang out like we used to, people, but maybe soon. I don't know, though. It kind of seems like it's heating up a little. We don't have to talk about that. That is my pile. I need to spend some time putting stuff away. I'm going to show you a little bit more that came in. I know, it's crazy. I also saw Tony because she was in town, sort of in town, visiting at my dad's. And so I went over there and said hi and brought her stuff from my friend Noni's D-stash and stuff I had been saving her. And then she brought me stuff. Fun trick that she did. She brought me this stencil. I put those in there so I wouldn't lose them. So she gave me a bunch of charms, but she brought me this stencil and this die just to borrow, a couple months, whatever. So I think what I'll do is I'll put some special washi tape on them. Let's just use masking tape. One time I borrowed a ton of stuff from Noni, a ton. And I would put the same washi tape on all of it so that I could keep track of it. And it's a pretty good system. So you could swap with friends, trade stuff. Honestly, maybe you're smart enough to remember. For me, it has to be marked because I won't remember. I mean, I literally have all these sewing stamps right now to put away and I don't know whose is whose. I mean, you might have friends that you see every couple of months. This one is mostly probably 4th of July. It's called A Magical Place. It's from that collection, but that's what I'll use this for the butterfly journal. Then I'll be done with it. This is a pocket. That's why I took this one. I have plenty of butterfly dies, but I wasn't sure what the pocket situation was. So I thought that was fun. She's getting into pastes and mixed media. I'm going to try and remember to insert a picture of the work she's been doing with Nuvo drops and stuff. Oh my gosh, they're tiny. They're amazing. Maybe when I'm grown up, I'll do that. So messing with paste, she said she had a little trouble going off the page. I said, paper cutter fixes that. Or a sticker, right? And just some things that she got and we talked about. She wasn't thrilled with them. And I said, well, you can take a big embellishment. I'm going to use this circle as an example, even though a white circle is terrible. But you can take anything like this, glue it right here, and your card opens this way. I think she expected something different when she bought those, but that's what they were. Cheers for the red, white, and blue. Great for collaging, too. Angels that she bought online, and there were too many in the pack. She saved me a bunch of cool butterflies and different things. So I'm going to put all this stuff. I'm not going to open it up because I'll probably spill it. I'm going to put it on the table behind me with all the butterfly journal stuff. Then she also brought me, oh, they're not in here. I don't know where they are. She brought me a cool sheet of cut your own ephemera type thing of butterflies. This is a cute little envelope. And so when we were sitting around talking, I, of course, had scissors. I know, this is not quite normal, is it? So I was cutting those as we went. She picked up a pad of paper at Joann, and she had showed it to me, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. Then when I started looking through it, I was like, I think some of the paper that I picked up somewhere, the person had this pad, either in my friend Tina's stuff or in the Facebook pack. I've never seen the cover to the pad, but I think I've seen this paper and another one that was in there. Whoa, that one's bold. This one was from my Mind's Eye collection. I had this in 6x6 before and loved it. So you can see she's just got more butterfly stuff for me. And she had tons of dies and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, nope, I don't need to borrow those. Then butterfly charms. There were some on here. I can't remember what they were, but I thought she would be more likely to use them. So I sent those with her. She picked up this red and silver and blue tulle at a garage sale for 10 cents. Those are all my treasures from Tony. I wanted to fit all that in and show you here because I already made a video of the stuff that I kept out of Noni's stash. So I didn't want to have like 3 haul or gift videos. Please keep in mind, you do not have to send me Happy Mail. I have tons of stuff. In some cases, like Noni was destashing, and I couldn't just let beautiful paper just go. Just keep in mind that I want you to use your supplies and craft with them. But if you do have brilliant blue sitting around and you're not using it, that's just wrong, okay? That's like having a 67 Camaro sitting in your garage and not driving it. You should never do that. It's not right. Last weekend, I showed you those Martha Stewart punches from that sale. I think it was in South Salem. I couldn't remember, but I was out there today and I didn't put 2 and 2 together until it was late. I went to see the new baby. He's adorable. Absolutely adorable. Anyway, I didn't go back to that sale. Noni and I kind of talked about it, but we decided we'd rather go to Eileen's. It is Saturday night, and this is what my room looks like. And I must say, this is actually pretty good because I'm going to put in, you will die, a video of Friday night. Okay, so this is Saturday, and Alexa, what time is it? 7:12 p.m. So there's still hope. I'm not done yet, but I probably do need to sit pretty soon. This counter over here is Mr. Crafting and Relaxing got out this big bin that was down in a lower cupboard. This is journal making stuff, pages, different things. So I wanted more bulk for the butterfly journals, more selection probably. This is a box of stamps that's getting ready to go out. Oh, that reminds me, you guys. I am working on packaging up the stamps. I did a porch drop to Mary today. Didn't even really tell her I was coming, but I realized she lives right by the baby. I can't find the eyeball stamp, so I must have put some in a safe place. This I think is Kathleen's box, and I know what goes in it. Some of the others I have to figure out. And I don't mail woodblock stamps a lot, so this one was kind of obvious to me what it should go in, but some of the others I'm still figuring it out. Butterfly journals. This is all butterfly except for this jar and that pile we just put there. Down below looks better. It's pretty good, pretty good. Kind of messy over here. I haven't recovered from the sewing journals. I was thinking I would do a 30-minute tidy up, but I probably need to sit. So maybe not. This cart I had in the front room for a long time. You might recall it was mixed media, was on there. I wasn't really using the cart. I mean, I was using 3 layers of storage, but as far as getting the benefits of the cart, I wasn't. I have used it quite a bit this week. Hey, maybe the eyeball stamp's in there. No. I have used it quite a bit this week just because it helped me move stuff from room to room, and I would load it up and then roll it to the other room. Anyway, it's not too bad, but we've seen better here, right? Hey, we've seen worse. You want to say hi? He says no. 7:15. It's getting a little close to nap time, huh? Yep, don't talk to me. So I'm going to show you what this looked like Friday night, because you will say, okay, you're right, it's better. What do you think? I think I'm making big progress. Now, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to start working on. I've put the school cards on hold because I needed to get the video out, but I don't need the cards right away. I'm still really ahead of schedule compared to normal. I pushed to get the sewing journals done. It was an interesting week because if I wasn't a YouTuber, I probably would have just sat down and called it. I think what I'm going to switch to, and this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to start something else. I know, if you're not new here, that sounds perfectly normal. So I'm going to leave the 7 butterfly journals over there, the 51 school cards, I still need 25. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to address the counter, these little containers, that kind of stuff, and start working on Smash Our Stash. Oh, and then like there's tons over there. This month's theme is embellishments, ephemera, stickers, die cuts, probably stuff that there are piles of over here and containers. Oh, look, I think we could count dried flowers in there. There's tons of die cuts in there, embellishment clusters, all kinds of stuff. if I start now, I have 7 days to work on that, and I probably should have started 2 weeks ago. So that's what I'm thinking. What I haven't figured out is to use that stuff up, I need an underlying item. Am I going to make cards? Am I going to make birthday cards? What's it going to be? I don't think it should be like a theme, like I shouldn't just take the new 6x6 cat paper and go for it, because maybe all this stuff doesn't go with cats. I also think to some extent, if I just treated it like Smash Our Stash, I need to put away a bunch of this stuff. But I could use this piece of paper right here. It might be too pretty. I might have to just hang on to it forever. And Tony didn't know where it came from, so we couldn't just get more. I could just start with this piece of paper and say, I'm going to build something on it and use up ephemera and what have you. I don't think I've done any work on the butterfly journals since last weekend, because the sewing journals and the cards. Oh, I did figure out too, when it came down to it, I could sew with my left leg, and I did it. I had to sit. Usually my sewing machine is here. That's why it was on a card table in the middle of the room, because I had to sit to do it. It was just too hard to stand or figure out which foot. It was too much for me. Okay, the tiny cat is getting a little old and senile, and she thinks that she should just go everywhere and check everything out because she's the boss. Can you say hi, Miss Sadie? Yeah, you gonna talk? Wilson, be good boy. Be good boy. What do you think, Miss Sadie? Yeah. Oh, hi. Hi, jealous much? Yeah, now he wants to pay attention to us. This 7-pound tiny cat has bloodied Wilson's nose more than once, and he's kind of scared of her. But he doesn't have a great relationship with cats, and the other cat won't stand up to him. But the 7-pound Missy, she would rather she was an only. She has never, ever liked anyone. When we very first brought her home, we had a Doxy who was so happy that he had a new kitty, and she did not play with him. And she doesn't play with our other cat, and when she plays with Wilson, he cries. Huh, Miss Sadie? Are you Mommy's favorite? Yeah. Hi, baby kitty. You should not be in here. It's not a good idea for you to come in here. Are you a talker? Yeah. Can you guys hear her purring? Did you hear it? She has the biggest engine in a tiny cat, and she purrs all the time. So I'm going to shut the door and push her back out, or maybe just ignore her and she'll go back on the safe side of the world. We took down the gates. Wilson was having troubles with the floors, so we just gave up and took the gates down, and now it's gotten crazy. Yes, you're a good boy. I know. He says, what was she doing? This is my room. Yeah, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. You're a good boy. Clearly, we are past the point of crafting, and Sadie has taken us into the general life updates section. No movement on the construction. Haven't even heard from the contractor about whether or not we're really a go in May, so we'll see. Then my back. So this week has been hard, and I definitely wouldn't have done any crafts if I didn't have deadlines. But I told people that I was going to do collaborations with them, and it was probably a good challenge for me. I was super careful. I sat on the couch. I sat on the floor to stretch. I sat on ice, whatever. I rearranged things a little, or Mr. Crafting and Relaxing did. And I did it in tiny spurts, like craft a little, just sit on ice. Craft a little, sit on a heating pad. I am moving right now. My right leg is hot, but not severely painful, just kind of on fire. I have been doing ibuprofen and stretching and drinking lots of water and being really careful about resting as much as I could. I did not make it to work on Monday, though. I was not rebounding as fast as I had hoped. And I tried to get an appointment to get my back worked on with like the magic person, but she wasn't feeling well and she had to cancel. You know, in this day and age, if you have a sore throat, you cancel. So that was a bummer. I am very grateful. I'm grateful that I can sew with my left foot, it turns out. And I'm now to the point where I'm picking stuff up if I drop it on the ground. And I wore socks today. So, I mean, Socks and shoes, that's a pretty big step. It has been over a week and I'm just over it. Please be sure you're taking care of yourselves. And those of us who have physical limitations or exercise requirements, maybe we should follow them. I'm not exercising yet, but I need to be. And I have been moving around quite a bit, but my leg right now says we're going to go sit down. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing and taking great care of yourself because you're important to me. I love the comments and the interactions. And I know not everybody comments on YouTube. Some people chat with me on Instagram in different ways, and that's totally fine. I had no idea, and I've said this before, but just so you know, when I started YouTube, that it would be so fun and that I would build relationships and make friends everywhere. I think that is the best part about having a YouTube channel. It does force me to have schedules and do things, and I can talk about that a little bit another time too, but that might not be a bad thing either. Maybe having a little bit of a schedule and committing to friends, it's like having an exercise partner, right? I have a lot of craft partners. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.